Okay, so the phone rang and I had to go take a call. And now I'm back. I was talking about the CD mailers being letter sized and all that. And okay, so the problem is that letter sized mail has a thing called surcharge. And they apply that. It's like 20 cents, something like that. They apply that if the letter item is rigid, it doesn't flex. If it's square, or if something else, I forget the third one. We'll get to that. And if it's any one of those, then they apply this surcharge, this 20-cent surcharge, and then you put that in your stamps. Now, if it's a large envelope, if it's larger than letter size, then it goes as parcel mail, and it'll be priced 3 or 4 times higher. And if you go into Europe, it's like 5 times higher. So what happens though is that the post office, regardless of what their printed prices and what the pricing is online, when you get a situation where one's been returned because it's non-flexible, because it's non-machineable, then they say it's parcel mail and you owe another $4. Well, that's not true. And so that's what this whole fight is about. And I've been having it with the post office for about 15 years. And the last thing was that that had happened before was I got into this big thing with the Monterey postmaster over there. I had him on video where I'm saying he's lying and cheating about measuring these things as far as thickness. And it's all on video. You can go look it up over there. And that's where the story ended because I don't like to deal with this thing, and I don't do it if I don't have to. And so I let that go. But a few months after that, I was looking up the price of the stamps to see if anything changed, because they're going through a lot of changes with prices, and I came about something I didn't even know about. And this is a stamps are called non-machineable for square envelopes, 88-cent stamps. And I thought, what? And this is so in researching this a little bit, these stamps had been out over a year before I had this problem with the Monterey postmaster. So he knows about these. And so what is this? Now, Colorado hair streak, that's what they call this, the artwork on this, and the new issues have a different name. But they're not 88-cent non-machinable stamps. And you see it says for square envelopes? Okay, non-machinable is 20 cents, or the surcharge, whatever they're going to charge you, is for any one or all of them. It could be square, rigid, and it's still 20 cents. It could be rigid, 20 cents. Square, 20 cents. So that's kind of a misleading thing to put square in there. It should just say non-machinable. And so this is printed right off the post office website. And I'm going to tell you about this stamp. So here's just some hype about the artist and all that. Oops, and with my camera. And then so we're going to go to what turns out to be the second page of this. For the more information. And so this is on the website again. And so this is more about the artist and the art and all that. But then look at this right there. What's the purpose of the stamp? Now get the story they don't tell you. But it says the square format of the stamp was developed in partnership with the greeting card industry, specifically. Okay, check this out. Do you think the post office is going to go in partnership with anybody, especially the greeting card industry, for anything? No. What's going on here? Okay, greeting cards. You don't want to get all bent up when they get to where you're sending them to, right? They're letter-sized mail, and don't bend them. Well, if it's letter-sized mail and you don't want to bend them, well, then it's parcel mail. And they're going, no. So they're having the same problem I'm having, and this is how they got the post office to put out a stamp just for non-machinable letter-sized mail. That's what this is about. Okay, they had so much problem with the post office that the post office printed a stamp just to tell the post people, the employees, to don't overcharge for this. It's letter-sized. Leave it alone. If you look at the stamp right here, okay, it says right on it, letter-sized. I mean, it says right on it, non-machinable. Here. So, well, here's the story. So I said, wow, I'm going to get those. And so I go to the post office. It says non-machineable right there. So I go to the post office to buy stamps. And I don't know if you buy stamps at the post office regularly, but a lot of times they're out. And there's a lot of confusion about where they are. And I've had situations where just everybody at the counter leaves to go look for stamps. And it's ridiculous. So when I do find them, I buy them all. So like I'll buy like, you know, $100 or $200 worth of these stamps because I use them. And so these are the non-machinable 88-cent stamps. This one's the butterfly, and I guess they change every few months or so with the new ones out. And so here we go. Here's the story. So I'm using these stamps, and about a year goes by. The last problem was back in August of 2020. And yeah, I said maybe these stamps are going to do it for me, and I won't get any more returned. And so lo and behold, a couple of days ago, got a message from a buyer over in New Jersey that his order came, and it was postage due of $3.95. Is that what that says? Postage due that he paid to get his order. And he's still now he's writing to me about what are we going to do about this. And so I had to tell him the story in several messages about what's going on. And I'll see if I can get him a refund because he definitely does not owe it. And so, well, here we are again. I got to put some more time into this and I get on the phone. And spent about 2 hours on the phone yesterday. And spent about half an hour talking to some people I finally got a hold of. But I was able to, after being transferred several times, I was able to get a hold of a couple more business mail managers, or what do they call themselves in the post office, these guys that determine pricings about. And so now I got 2 more guys on the phone. And they're trying to be helpful. And I'm telling them the story and so on and so forth. And they're looking at the YouTube videos and they're reading my emails. And ultimately they come back, well, yeah, well, I can't stick my neck out unless I'm positive for sure. But send me some samples, and yeah, if it's what you say it is, then we're gonna take care of this. And so I got a couple of items to go out here, and that's where we're at with that. Yeah, I blocked their names here. I'm not gonna try to add them out yet, but I tell you, and here's my position at this point today. You guys promised to do something about this. This checks out, and so I'm gonna let you do it. And if you don't, not if you don't, but if it fails, because the system fails you, and I continue to have problems, I've had this ready to do. I just didn't want to put the time into it. But this falls under the purview of California Weights and Measures, and also with the district attorney's office, local district attorney's office, if the post office is cheating its customers on pricing, and they're doing it knowingly. And so that's where I'll go next. If I have to take another step with this, that's where I'll go. File complaints that way. I've got it ready to go. I just didn't want to do it. So I'm going to take a break here to move the camera, and I'm going to put some stuff up on from YouTube and from the post office to show you exactly what the detail is that you're going to be looking for, or what you're going to want to know about this situation. And so, bottom line is that, when they get rejected, because the postal employees say if it doesn't flex, then it's parcel, no exceptions. All right. The problem is that when I go down to the post office to talk to them, they get very belligerent and angry, and in some cases they just lie like hell. And we're going to go see another part of the video and let you see where the postmaster in Monterey is lying. I'd say he's lying his ass off about representing what's going on here in this story. And we're going to see it again. You'll see the issue is that whether it's rigid and whether it can go that way as letter mail. And so he's trying to say that it's too thick it's more than a quarter-inch thick. And I'm saying at the end of this little short clip you're going to see, I'm saying if I take one out, this is a 3 CD mailer. If I take one out, it'll be thinner. And it's less than a quarter-inch thick now, but he's saying it's not. But I can take out a CD and send it to 2 CD. And so that'll be okay. And he goes, yeah. But again, he goes, no. If it's rigid, no. So there you go. It's all about whether it's non-flexible with some of these guys. And if it is, they're being taught it's parcel mail, and they will not change from that, no matter what regulations or what pricing or whatever it is I show them. And so by force, here we are again. They're forcing me to deal with this. I got 2 CDs going out to this business mail manager in Clarita. All right, I'm going to put this on YouTube and send him a link to it. I'm going to put these in the mail this afternoon. Actually, here we go. I wanted to demonstrate something before we do that. So, document what the sizes are. I got a shipment of these mailers, and they're a little bit smaller, so they fit the 2 CD perfectly. That's, a little over 5 inches, about a little over 5 inches. Almost 6. This one's 6. About a little 6. And as I told you, one's like 2.4 ounces and one's 1.8, something like that. Doesn't matter. You can see I've got the stamp on it there. And it's 88 plus 20 plus 20 is $1.28. I have to put another stamp on this. This is $1.08. There's 2 CDs. I'm going to mail these out to you. I wanted to show you also that for the viewing audience, everybody know what a micrometer is. It measures things. Get a clear view of this. Okay, so micrometer, this is a 1-inch dial. So one time around is 1 inch. That's 1 inch right there. Okay, the specs on the mail is that it can't be more than a 1/4 inch. So this right here is going to be a 1/4 inch. Right there. That's going to be a 1/4 inch. I'll try to get better. 250 thousandths is a 1/4 inch. No, wait a minute. That's going to be right there. Let me back up so I can see what I'm doing. I got a funky setup on my lights here. Well, okay. 1/4 inch. Okay, so that's a 1/4 inch. Okay, 2 CD mailer. Do you see the gauge move at all? Okay. 2 CD mailer. Do you see the big gaps in there? That's less than a 1/4 inch, people. Yet this will be charged for parcel mail because it's rigid. I've had these come back too. Let's see, 1/4 inch. All right. 3 CD mailer. You see the gauge move? 1/4 inch. See the air? It's a little difficult doing this because I don't have the right set for cameras. I'm not into that. I'm kind of messing it up, the demonstration. Okay, but you get the point. These are not bigger than a 1/4 inch. Yeah, they're touching. So what? No, it doesn't say you can't be touching. It says less than a 1/4 inch. Only less than a 1/4 inch. Right? I don't know. So I've got these, and these new people helping me don't want to get into the thing whether 3 CDs is too much. And I kind of conceded that, hey, I can send these out as 2 CDs. I was doing that anyway on some of them. I can do it to all of them if I want to. And so that was kind of the agreement for him to check into this. But then I changed my mind. I'm going to tell him that no, I want him to decide if the specs are a 1/4 inch, not how many CDs are in it. All right. If it fits through a 1/4 inch gauge, and this does. I made a facsimile of the paper gauge that the postmaster uses. And it's a paper gauge like this. It's got a 1/4-inch slot in it, and he's saying this won't go through it. All right. Oh shit! I'm getting this messed up. I can't do this properly. But you look. I got a video on this. You can go check it out over there. But see, it goes right through. And they are trying to stipulate, well, hey, they're made out of cardboard. Well, they're not. They're made out of cardstock. All right, just thick paper. The same material of the envelopes, exact same material of the envelopes the post office uses. Cardstock, that's what these are. Cardstock, they're not cardboard. No, it doesn't make any difference anyway. 1/4 inch is a 1/4 inch. So, give me a second to go move the camera over to the computer screen, and we're going to take a look at how these are priced out, because I want to document that. To just have it be there when the people watch this. The people at the post office are going to be watching this, and some other people are going to be watching this. So I want all the details out there so there's no guessing. Okay, and we'll be right back.